to the Dr. Anton Man Show. You know, we got a great episode today. Someone's really going to have to take the dead cat out of the garage on this one. You know, a few years back, I was on the Mike Albin Show, and I met two fine young gentlemen. One of those gentlemen was Ryan. Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. Well, fabulous. Now, Ryan, I'd like you to explain a little something about why you were on the show and what it had to do with your friend Colby.
Well, see, Colby, you know, I've known Colby for a long time. It's just that he's having a problem trying to admit the fact that he's a nice guy.
Right.
So I brought him on the Mike Albin Show to get your help on trying to get him to admit to the fact that he's a nice guy.
Right. And he came to a revelation that not only was he a nice guy, but the fact that he was a nice guy, he was never going to get a woman.
Yeah.
And we came up with some alternative things that he could do with his time so that he would be distracted from not getting any sex, correct?
Exactly.
And did you implement those things into his life?
Yeah, I introduced him to comic books and PlayStation and like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars.
Right. And unfortunately, there was a bit of a back turn. There was a problem with this, right? It didn't go as smoothly as we hoped, right?
Not even close to going smoothly.
Well, let's stop explaining and let's show it to you. Let's bring in Colby. Colby, come on in here. Oh. You know, as a therapist, I hate to rush to judgment and make a quick diagnosis, but I think I'm beginning to see the problem here. Colby's joined the dark side, hasn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Colby, what possessed you to join the most evil force in all the universe?
Because evil will always triumph over good, because good is dumb.
Good is dumb. I'm beginning to see this. This is a reaction to the fact that he's a nice guy and good never gave him any woman. So he's trying to revert back. Ryan, how did this begin? Tell us the progression of this symptom.
Well, after the show last time, we went out to lunch and I brought some comic books with me and we looked them over, and then I'm like, well, you know, let's go see a Star Wars movie. And so we went over to the house and we watched Star Wars, and then he was like, you know, we gotta watch the next one, and then he would pause it on the Darth Vader parts, and he would look strangely at the screen, and it's freaking me out.
Colby, do you see where this is a defense mechanism to hide behind the fact that you're lonely?
I am not lonely. In fact, I will.
Hey, whoa! There'll be no choking on this set. This is my circle, and there will be respect. Take that. Alrighty. Colby, you got to understand something, that not only have you built a metaphorical mask, you've took it to the next level of stupidity and actually wearing a real mask. You got to come to terms with this here, boy.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. This is fused to my face.
Dear Lord. Ryan, how long has this been going on?
Ever since the last show, almost the day after.
Oh, dear Lord. You want to still help him, right?
I think it's still possible. I mean,
you are a great friend. And luckily, I've only stopped for an hour, but I think there's some ways we can solve it. There's several different techniques we could use and explore.
Okay.
First, there's a group therapy. In fact, there's a great one going on right now with Dracula, Hannibal Lecter, and the guy, one of those bad villains from Batman. I can't remember who. It could be a real progression for you here. Secondly is Viagra. That's very effective sometimes in things like this. And thirdly, and most importantly, and I think this will work out the best, is the good old-fashioned lightsaber to the head.
Colby, no.
Ryan, take off my mask.
Are you crazy? That would kill you.
It's too late for that now. Ryan, he was right all along. In fact, so was your sister. Tell her.
I have no sister, you bastard.
Okay, I think we made some real progress today. All right, now, you parents out there might be concerned that your kids are joining the dark side. Let me give you 3 things to be concerned about to show you if your kids are joining the dark side. Number 3 is he starts to wear a lot of black. Now, this could also lead to him being a Cure fan or a goth boy. There's nothing you can do about that. They're doomed after that. Number 2, their voice starts to sound like James Earl Jones. This is a big indication that they've joined the dark side. And of course, the number 1 thing that indicates that your child's joined the dark side, they switched their toothpaste from Crest to AIM. All right, that's all for the Dr. Anti-Man Show. We'll see you next week.